morning, everyone. We are finally back in JB after a full year. It's been quite a while since I have last uploaded a video. We are going to be exploring JB. Now, if you do not know why I love JB so much, it is because it is a food haven. If you are interested in creating a short 3-day itinerary in JB, specifically Mount Austin, do follow along in this vlog because we will be exploring many things to eat and some activities to do as well. So without further ado, let's start the vlog. Let's go! First up, we had dinner at this restaurant called Temper. My friend made a reservation since it is said to be a popular restaurant. We ordered a calamari starter, a truffle mushroom pasta, and a 320-gram tenderloin steak with sides. The truffle mushroom pasta was great, creamy, tasty, yet not too heavy. However, when it came to our steak, it actually took a super long time to come out. So I'm not sure if it was an us thing or they had some issues with our steak on that day. Honestly, because the restaurant is known for the steak, I kind of had like really high expectations up here. But the steak was probably somewhere around here. But don't get me wrong, good is here. They had good steak, definitely. But I think I expected something a bit more mind-blowing. All in all, Temper is, I would say, a bit on the pricier side when it comes to restaurants in JB. If you are actually craving for some steak and you have some cash that you want to spend, I think it's definitely a good restaurant to check out and to try their food. But because the steak wasn't really like super amazing, I wouldn't exactly put it on like a must-try kind of list. Next, we actually had a change of plans. So, guess what we decided to do again next? Yes, we ended up eating again. Malaysia actually has tons of these eateries where you can find as you walk along the streets. So do just spend some time if you can to look around and find these open air eateries to just grab a bite and chill. Good morning, everybody. We are in our second day. We'll be heading for a dim sum breakfast. I've probably missed really good dim sum the whole time I was in Korea. So we're gonna have that for breakfast. Let's start the day together. Let's go for breakfast. Now, if all the eating makes you feel guilty and you feel like you need to move about and do something and do some activities, or if you're an activities person like myself, so this time around we decided to do a baking lesson. It's a one-day baking lesson, 2.5 hours long. It's good, it's fun, and you can actually bring it back to eat it if you like desserts. Now, another activity that you can do, which I always do when I come to Malaysia, is you can actually go to the arcade to play games. For me, why do I come to Malaysia's arcade to play games? For this reason.
Who's that Pokemon?
So Pokemon has this arcade game which I keep playing. While playing the new game, this dropped. It's a hyper rare Pokemon. I can just sit there for maybe 2 hours playing it straight by myself. But of course, if you're with friends, you can play other games. There's nothing stopping you. And it's a good way to kind of just enjoy the time that you have there in between your meals. For our dinner, we reserved a place at an Italian restaurant my friend recommended called Bottega. The objective? Pasta, pizza, and whatever other protein plus sides that we wanted to eat. We had prawns cooked with white wine, pork ribs, a pasta with asparagus and curried bacon, and a Parma ham pizza. Food was great. It was also slightly pricey for a restaurant in JB, but the food was satisfying and the service was great. I would definitely recommend you visit this place for some tasty food and nice vibes. Now, another great activity that you can actually do is to watch the movies in the cinemas here. 1, the cinemas are big. 2, they actually have quite a variety of cinema types. We watched Demon Slayer in a cinema called Beanie. The seats were just these huge beanie bags. But the thing is, they only allow you to buy it in packs of 2. We had 3 packs. We had 3 people in our group. So we just ended up buying like 4 seats, and I took up 1 by myself. So yeah, if you're here, do find a movie that you can watch because the cinemas are definitely worth a visit. For breakfast, we visited a cafe called JWC, Just One Coffee. They had a large selection of drinks and food, great for heavy eaters like me who want a sumptuous breakfast. We also wanted to visit this cat cafe before leaving, so we headed down to Meow Me Cafe to satisfy our urge to pet adorable cats. This cafe does not have an entry fee and only requires you to spend at least 10 RM to enjoy the cafe and cats. Lastly, before heading back to Singapore, of course, we had to end off our trip with desserts. Good Husband Pastry was on our list, so we dropped by for some sweet treats before heading back to Singapore.